In this video, I want to show you how I save an average of over $1,200 a week on trips to MGM Resorts in Las Vegas. Welcome. The first way that we save money is through the Playstudios series of games. These include the apps for My Vegas Slots, Pop Slots, My Vegas Blackjack, My Konami Slots, and My Vegas Bingo, as well as the My Vegas Slots on Facebook. I'm going to use the My Vegas Slots app to illustrate. With each of these apps, log in with your Facebook account, which will be necessary for redeeming rewards. Logging in also ensures that your progress is saved and your reward credits earned will be linked across all platforms. In the games, you'll earn loyalty points, which in Vegas can be redeemed for rooms, shows, attractions, food and beverage, as well as free bets at MGM properties. There's also other Vegas tours, restaurants, the Vegas monorail, Maverick helicopters, and much more available as well. As a native Louisianian, I should also mention the Lagniappe, which is that you can also earn rewards for outside of Vegas, including casinos, cruises, bowling alleys, hotels, tours, and much, much more. But this video focuses on Las Vegas, so we'll stick to that here. With the Playstudios Games, you'll consistently be presented with offers to purchase gaming chips, but it's not necessary. You'll receive free chips every day and can get more in several games by watching advertisements. Up front, I played each of these games pretty often, and now just try to ensure that my loyalty point balance remains at 3 million or above. The largest ticket items are cruises, which can go for 1 to 3 million loyalty points. So as long as I have that many in reserve, I typically don't play these games that much. The exception is that each of these different games will periodically run contests for items or trips. And when those are active, then I'll use my stockpile of chips to play that game throughout the contest and have won a few prizes this way so far. Otherwise, it's just logging in to get the free chips and letting the stockpile grow. Also, anytime I use enough rewards to deplete the loyalty point balance below my 3 million threshold, then I'll play enough actively to make sure that it's above this floor so that I always have enough in reserve to be able to ensure that any reward that comes available, I can purchase it immediately. So let's talk about the rewards. Say, for example, you wanted a 2-night stay at the Aria. A key here is to always look at the terms. This is a premium reward. Premium rewards are typically limited to 3 or 4 per user within a 30-day period at MGM Resorts. However, you can stack these with additional rewards during the same time frame. So say we maxed out on premium rewards and also wanted to visit the Wax Museum. Well, here we look at the free ticket terms, and it's not a premium reward, so we'll be able to redeem it as well. As a general rule, freebies at MGM Resorts are premium rewards. Discounts typically aren't. And typically, any non-MGM award is not premium, but always look at those terms and conditions. During a typical trip to Vegas, my wife and I will redeem premium rewards for $100 in free play a couple of times, 2 $25 match bets, and 4 meal coupons. Additionally, we'll redeem another restaurant coupon, maybe a monorail coupon, and an attraction coupon or 2. So looking at our last 3 trips to Las Vegas, we saved an average of $509 per trip with these coupons. As a quick note, when you're exploring rewards, be sure to do so through each of the different games, as there are some differences. For example, periodically, My Konami offers free play on Konami machines at MGM properties, but those are only offered in the My Konami app, so make sure that you're checking all the available options. Next, I want to discuss how you get the most out of MLife rewards. The first thing to understand are the tier levels at MGM Resorts. MLife is the rewards card for all MGM Resorts properties. If you're not familiar with MLife, there are 5 tiers, beginning with Sapphire, and the second level is Pearl, which this video will show you how to take advantage of. There are escalating values to the higher levels, and all of which are easily explained on the MLife page, and they're viewable on that under any MGM Resort web page. Pro tip, if you don't have an MLife account, sign up for one online. It'll save you time once you're in Vegas and also allow you to receive discounts on that first trip. So, what are the benefits of Pearl status? With Pearl status, you automatically receive free self-parking, which ranges from $15 to $18 a day and can be as high as $50 for Raiders game day parking at Mandalay Bay. Pearl also earns you a 10% bonus on points and comps earned from gaming, a 10% discount at shops, extends the expiration deadline for points and comps from 6 months to 12 months since last activity. Personally, I saw an average of 22% savings on room rates, along with offers that started showing up in my account for comp nights, including some that were fully comped, including the resort fees being waived. Also for additional resort credits and gaming credits. And these offers are typically emailed, and they'll show up in your MLife account once you access it online. So let's talk about then how we obtain Pearl status without spending a dime. First, if you're a frequent traveler with Hyatt, then World of Hyatt members can status match Discoverist to Pearl, and higher levels will match to Gold. If you don't have Discoverist status or higher, once you've achieved that in MGM, you can match Hyatt status from your MGM status to gain travel perks within any Hyatt travels that you might do as well. The other free way to acquire Pearl status is through the MLife Rewards Mastercard. Now, first, a caveat. I would never advise anyone to overextend themselves on credit. However, if you are considering adding a new card, this one has $0 annual fees, and there are some immediate benefits, including an automatic match to Pearl status, the ability to earn 3 MLife points per dollar spent at MGM properties, and often a 10,000 point bonus for new accounts after a few months of spending. Other ways to earn points are not necessarily as high of a return as some other travel credit cards are, but these perks are worth it to me to maintain this amongst my reward cards. Also, having this card guarantees that you can keep your MLife points from expiring. Not only does it grant you Pearl status, which extends the expiration to 12 months since last activity, but if you're approaching that 12-month deadline and don't have an MGM Resorts trip planned, then simply making any purchase with a card would earn points and would restart your expiration deadline. So, how does this all shake out? I looked at our last few trips to Vegas utilizing these strategies and found for the average week at MGM Resorts, we receive $509 in my Vegas values, $410 in discounts on the hotel room over the otherwise best available rates, $100 in resort credit, $6 in additional points earned on gaming for that tier level bump, $10 saved on shops, $65 in points from on-property credit card purchases, and $126 saved on self-parking. That's $1,226. Obviously, if you spend more on gaming, rooms, shops, etc., then your savings could be even greater. One final pro tip. When staying at an MGM resort, charge all of your expenses from any MGM resort to your room. Doing so ensures that you're receiving tier credits, results in increasing the spend that MLife has tracked for you, and then leads to better comps for your next trip. You can charge from any MGM property back to the room that you're staying in. For example, say you're staying at Bellagio and visiting Skyfall at the Delano. When your server brings the bill, it's as easy as showing your ID and saying you'd like to charge back to your room at the Bellagio than giving your room number. If you have any tips that aren't covered in this video, please add them to the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Further, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe to the channel and then ring the notification bell so that you don't miss any tips in the future. If there's any resorts restaurants, attractions, shows, or locations that you'd like to see covered, then please add that to the comments below and we'll get a video published on the topic just as soon as we can. Ultimately, I hope that you have an incredible time visiting Vegas. We'll see you soon.